Good morning, everyone. I wanted to go over my February expenses and kind of guesstimate what my expenses will be for March 2026. Without further ado, my overall expenses for the month of February were a little bit more than January. Part of that is due to a year-long subscription that I purchased. For $220, which that does make up almost the majority of my wants. The reason that's part of the reason why my wants category is so much higher than January. Um, Again, that year long subscription, another 72-ish dollars of this is due to monthly subscriptions I pay for, and then the remainder was a massage for the first time ever that I've gotten, and sorry, massage, and then the rest of it was shopping. I had to buy some mainly new sweats, some socks and underwear, and then purchased a couple of relatively inexpensive items off of Amazon. Um, part of my medical, well, yeah, part of my medical expenses is this is just purchasing insulin pen needles from Amazon. Um, my groceries, they're relatively close to what they were in January. I expect March to be similar. My utilities, I expect that to be similar for March. Rent's going to be the same. This amount here for taxes, that was a one-time yearly fee for me to do my taxes with TurboTax. So I don't expect this to be this will be zero for until next year. I've barely done any driving. I own my car. I've owned my car outright and clear for since 2018, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2018 when I paid off my car. So I haven't had to make a car payment in years, thankfully, and then thankfully I've had no major. I've not been involved in any accidents, and I haven't had any major repair issues. Um, so it's been nice not having to throw a bunch of money into a vehicle. I am very fortunate about that. The and then part of the reason why, if we look here at my income, part of the reason why that is so high is due to I actually got two paychecks in February. With how I started my new job in January, I only got one paycheck. So it's nice to get two, but then also, like I was just saying about my taxes, I very quickly got my federal tax refund, which was a few $1,000s, and at least a portion of that I'm going to just save for my um, into my high yield savings account, just in case. Um, just I have money set aside just in case something bad comes up. Um, Otherwise, for the most part, I try to. Well, my goal is to invest as much as possible. Again, my sort of emergency savings that I mentioned, that's what's in my high yield savings account. I have it at around 4 months. And I'm not sure if I'm going to increase it anymore. We'll see. Right now, I'm fine with where it's at. I don't, I mean, cross the fingers that nothing bad happens, but I'm not really worried about me suddenly losing my job. So that's where part of me doesn't feel the need to put aside more money. Again, I'm very fortunate in feeling that. I know a lot of people are not as fortunate. So I'm not trying to brag. I'm just expressing my thoughts about everything, the field that I work in, what I know I can get away with in regards to spending slash not spending, because I can be I can be, I can kind of be quite the miserly person. I think that's appropriate to say. Um, Again, I was fortunate to be able to invest a little over $1,600 exactly into my Roth and individual accounts. I do, for the most part, expect to be able to do the same thing in March. But we'll see. Again, something might come up. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to say? No, that was really it. I guess I do not. My income will not be this high. It will not. It will be a couple grand lower, which for some people they're still gonna say that's very high. And again, yes, I am fortunate, but part of it will be due to getting my state tax refund. But yeah, after March, and I won't go too much about this, but after March, my income will drop a bit because I will finally be able to participate in my current company's 401k account. And yeah, there's again some expenses I don't expect to incur again for a while, like the taxes. Um, let's see, shopping. I don't expect to do as much shopping for the upcoming month. Between my some wants includes like shopping, my subscriptions, fun stuff, personal care. I expect my wants for the upcoming month of March to be like 150, maybe 200, maybe. But we'll see. You never know. I might suddenly have the urge to splurge. Something I sort of think about here and there purchasing is a Lego set. At least last I had checked, there's a Scheels store near me that has a Lego section, and they had the Batmobile, the Tumbler Batmobile from the Dark Knight series with Christian Bale, and I on and off thought about getting that, but also like I don't know, do I really need to spend $200 on a Lego set that I can't do much I mean, I guess I could play with it, but can you imagine me on the floor playing with my Legos? I don't know. Again, maybe. Well, we'll just see. So yeah, that's how my expenses went for February. Talked a little bit about what I expect to happen in March. Again, none of this is me trying to brag. I'm essentially documenting my journey. Part of why I want to talk about my expenses is related to my investing journey. You know, some people say, oh, I invest this much a month, but how is that in comparison to your expenses? Or how are you trying to decrease your expenses so that you can invest more? So again, if anyone watches this, appreciate it. Thoughts, questions, concerns, feel free to write something in the comments. And yeah, talk to you later.